In a WESH 2 Investigates exclusive, the owner of a local construction company is now the subject of a lawsuit, a state investigation, and a criminal charge.
3 of his Central Florida customers claim that he owes them more than $120,000 combined. Investigative reporter Greg Fox tracked down the owner.
Anson, can we talk to you? Greg Fox from Channel 2. I talked to you on the phone, but you didn't show up for the meeting you said you would talk to us about.
Meet Anson Galloway, owner of Cat 5 Home Center and Cat 5 Prefab Homes. His company name is on the contract for a pool construction job costing more than $50,000.
This is not level.
Nearly 3 years later, this is what Aaliyah Brown's pool in Orange County looks like. A concrete shell surrounded by missing and cracked pool tiles. Here, here, and here. Rainwater has turned the bottom into algae-covered pond scum. The top covered with frog eggs. She says Galloway never answered this letter last year demanding a refund.
It's been devastating. In total, I paid him $45,000.
$45,000. So most of the money for what isn't done.
Right. I feel that he still took advantage of me and of the situation and didn't care.
But Galloway didn't want to answer our questions.
My attorney said I shouldn't. He said he sent you an email.
I have no email from your attorney.
Okay, well, I have no comment and you have no permission to put me on the air.
Okay, well, we're on a public street, sir. Can you tell us what you did with the money from Ms. Brown?
Since that interview, the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation notified Brown that it filed formal charges, an administrative complaint against Galloway for unlicensed contracting. In a second local case, the owner of this Deltona home paid Galloway $40,000 to build an accessory dwelling unit on her property. It was never finished. According to a DBPR investigation, Galloway is now criminally charged in Volusia County with a misdemeanor, engaging in contracting without certification, for which Galloway has entered a not guilty plea. And then there's Juliet Harrell's case.
It's turning into a complete nightmare, and it's just sickening that you're continuing to do this.
The Orlando homeowner paid Galloway nearly $45,000 for an accessory dwelling unit on her property. She says she met him at a workshop and hired him after seeing his social media ads.
Worried, stressed, overwhelmed.
2 years later, nothing. A lot of people build accessory dwelling units in their backyards so that they can rent them out, generate some income. But that's not what Juliet was doing. She wanted to create a place for her sister to live. Marie can't live on her own, and Juliet wanted her to be close to take care of her.
And now I have to think about how I spend every dollar now that I have to care for her for the rest of her life. You know, he really took advantage of a situation.
She filed an Orlando police report in September, but when an officer reached Galloway, he blamed the delays on health reasons and promised to send Harrell at least $20,000, but never did. She's suing Galloway in circuit court and just received notice that the state DBPR is investigating Galloway.
It's just been so traumatizing. I just lost all trust in contractors.
What shocked all of Galloway's customers who spoke with us is that Galloway is a convicted criminal in the U.S. Virgin Islands, arrested in 2022.
Would it be appropriate to describe him as a confessed and convicted fraudster?
Absolutely.
Patricia Lynn Pryor is the acting deputy attorney general there. According to Galloway's plea form, he was found guilty of taking money by false pretense. He was sentenced last July to probation for 5 years and ordered to pay restitution of nearly $560,000 to 11 victims who paid for, but never got, homes he was paid to build. In fact, Galloway was allowed to travel to Florida so he could work to pay off his crimes.
That's what was represented to myself and to the court, that he was there working so that he could repay our victims here.
His Virgin Islands attorney told us Mr. Galloway is in the process of making restitution according to the order of the Superior Court of the Virgin Islands and has already paid over $200,000. As for his Central Florida customers,
Are you going to give back some of her money?
we may learn more at his pretrial in Volusia County next month. For WESH 2 Investigates, I'm Greg Fox.